The opioid crisis may not be making big headlines at the moment, but it is still very much a deadly problem. That's why Jet 24 is airing a special on the opioid epidemic in Pennsylvania. It airs beginning at 7 o'clock tonight. Matt Mathias spoke to those still fighting the fight to learn more about the status of the epidemic here in Erie County and northwestern Pennsylvania, and also how to find treatment. Matt?
That's right, Sean. The opioid epidemic is still a big deal to many people all across the country and in Erie. Fentanyl lately has become the center of the conversation in the opioid crisis.
2021, 4 out of 5 overdose deaths in Erie could be attributed to fentanyl, a drug 80 times more powerful than morphine, according to the DEA. The opioid epidemic has shaken communities since the prescribing of opioids in the 90s and has evolved over the years. Medical fentanyl and prescription abuse is not the only concern anymore, but rather homemade fentanyl is worrisome. It can be much more powerful and is made off the records, which is difficult to track.
They use the opiates as a delivery system, and what we have noticed in the last year and a half is that heroin has just about disappeared. We're seeing cocaine and methamphetamine as a delivery system. So we're seeing increased numbers of that.
Toxicology reports following an overdose take nearly a month and a half to process, making numbers lag considerably. Treatments are available for those suffering from addiction, some of which are medically assisted ways to help a recovering person's cravings.
An addiction expert at the New Directions healthcare facility shared with us that there's many things that go into treating an opioid addiction.
We're seeing an increase of homelessness and also mental health needs. Patients need to get into their mental health provider. Mental health and opioid use disorder, they go hand in hand. If you just treat one and not the other, then it's not going to be successful.
The Erie County coroner tells us that numbers of overdoses are down compared to last year, but he's concerned that this will not remain the same. Sean?
Matt Mathias in the control room tonight. Thank you, Matt.